Jane Remover, Frailty.
Alright, album review, or album of the week. We have Frailty by Jane Remover, which, in my opinion, is a very good album, and I highly recommend it. But of course, I can't just say something's good, and then just end the review there. I'm gonna dissect this, okay? I'm gonna dissect this album. Anyways, I'm just gonna go track by track and just say what I like and what I didn't like, and whether I think it's good, or whether I think it's bad, or whether I think it's just mediocre. And we're gonna start with the first track, Goldfish, which has some nice guitar strumming. It's kind of it's kind of like a sweet ballad for this album, really, and I quite like it. It's sweet and it's like not electronically influenced to some of the other songs, but I still quite enjoy it. It's nice. Second song, Your Clothes, is a very good song. Okay, it starts off good, it keeps being good. The chorus is amazing. Times like these, I try not to get upset. All I do is think about you, and this is the thanks I get. And the second half of the song is also very nice and goes pretty hard as well. I really like the song. Yeah, and the bass, it also hits really hard. I love it. It's a great song. It's probably my favorite on here, except for maybe another song that's gonna come later. The third song, Misplaced, is probably the first song here that I don't really listen to actively, because I just don't find it that interesting. It doesn't really bring forward any cool ideas. I mean, it has some cool guitar riffs, and the main vocal melody is alright, but other than that, it's just not really that interesting. Fourth song, Pretender, I quite like this one. I think the vocal performance is nice. But other than that, it's just kind of average, but the vocal performance is nice, and the production's pretty cool, so I like this one. This song, Search Party, has great vocals, great production, it's greatly executed throughout the entire time. I love this song, it's amazing, and it's a great song. Sixth song, Buzzcut Daisy, is kind of boring for this album, and it's not bad by any means, but just the production's kind of boring, and the vocals just is not interesting for me. It just like I was saying earlier, it just doesn't bring forward any cool ideas for me personally, but I could see why you would like it. The next song, Movies for Guys, I like this one a lot, okay? I think the production's really interesting and cool. I think the vocals are really nice, and it has an amazing ending, okay? This song is great. Kodak Moment, it starts off nice and lovely, and the vocals are amazing. I love it. The production's pretty good, and the ending is just so fucking beautiful. I love it. The ending is just beautiful. When those flutes come in, instant dopamine hit, okay? Next song, Can You Tell, is a little bit more boring than some of the other songs, but it has some nice vocals and it has some interesting production things. So, How to Lie is a little bit weird because it also interpolates an Undertale song. I forgot what Undertale song it interpolates specifically, but I am familiar with a little bit of the Undertale soundtrack, so I'm familiar with that song, and it interpolates it, and I think it does that in an all right way. But yeah, this song is just not that good. The interpolations are not amazing, and the outro is just kind of energetic and crazy, and it's all right. It's not bad, but you know what I mean. Yeah, so, you know what I mean. Champ, this song is just it's like probably the most mediocre one on here, but it does have some like interesting production things that come in the second half of the song. Eyes Off the Wheel, I'm a Star, I like this one a lot. It has some cool production and the vocals go hard. This song goes hard, okay? Finals track, Let's Go Home. This song, it's kind of, I like it a lot, and I think it's fun, and it's, it's goofy, it's cool, but it kind of wears out its welcome. It kind of wears out its welcome, and it kind of like its novelty kind of wears off as it just plays. I don't think it really deserves to be 5 minutes long. I think it could have had the same impact if it was maybe a bit shorter, like a half as long maybe. But yeah, this song is just, it's fun, it's enjoyable, but it's probably not something that I'm going to come back to a lot, but I think it's pretty cool. It's fun. This is all I can say. One thing I will say about a lot of the songs in this album is that a lot of them are really long. This album has a lot of pretty long songs, with them even being like 5-6 minutes, some 4 minutes. Most tracks on here are above 3 minutes long. And I feel like a lot of these songs could have had the same impact if they were a lot shorter, like instead of being 6 minutes, or maybe 3 or 4 minutes. I feel like it could have had the same or even a bigger impact. But that's just something that's personally with me. I don't know, maybe that's maybe the 6 minute kind of runtime is kind of the thing that Jane kind of wanted. Also, another neat little production, little quirk that I just want to like mention before I give my score in this album is that in some songs there's this little melody that plays, and every single time it plays, I just like have an eargasm, and it's a huge dopamine hit for me. It's like da 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 da. It plays in the song Your Clothes, Let's Go. It plays in the song Let's Go Home a lot. It also plays at the end of Kodak Moment, and it plays in some other songs like Search Party and Movies for Guys, I believe. But I really like it. It's just I don't know. It's like a little like watermark on Jane's songs, and I love it. I love it a lot. Do 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 do. Yeah, I love it so much. And if you've listened to this album, you probably know what I'm talking about. Anyways, with that, I'm gonna end the review. And I'm gonna give the score. Oh, what scores am I gonna give it? What scores are you gonna give it? What scores are you gonna give it? I'm gonna give it a 7.9999999 with a 9 repeating forever out of 10. It's not quite good enough for me to give it an 8 personally. I could really see why you would give this album an 8, but it's just not enough. I just can't bring myself to give it an 8, so I'm gonna give it the closest thing to an 8, the closest thing mathematically to an 8, which is 7.9999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999 I think you get the point.